Tashdile, this is Sakina Bhatt and welcome to Tibet This Week, a weekly news on Tibet, His Holiness the Dalai Lama and Central Tibetan Administration. Let's look at the headlines. China arrests Konmay, a monk from Trotsik Monastery. Sikyong attends virtual meeting with State Department leadership. Sikyong launches Representative Tsewang Gyalpo Arya's book, Harnessing the Dragon's Fume. Sikyong Penpa Tsering visits Dharamshala-based Library of Tibetan Works and Archive. Tibetan schools record highest ever pass percentage in AISSCE 2021. Office of Tibet Geneva holds Tibet Awareness Workshop for Swiss-Tibetan summer camp students. Konmay, a 45-year-old monk of Trotsik Monastery in Ngaba County, northeastern Tibet, was arrested by Chinese authorities on 20th July, according to Dharamshala-based Kirti monks Lobsang Yeshi and Kanya Tsering on 3rd of August. The reason for Konmay's arrest and other details are currently unknown. Konmay was the disciplinarian monk of Trotsik Monastery and hails from Trotsik village in Ngaba. He joined the monastery at a young age. Kirti monk Lobsang Tenzing was released from prison a few days ago after serving for more than 10 years. Lobsang Tenzing was falsely accused of involvement in the death of Lobsang Phinsok, who committed self-immolation in protest against Chinese rule on 16th March 2011. He was sentenced to 13 years in prison by the Ngaba Prefecture Intermediate People's Court. He has been released before completing his sentence and returned home. Another monk by the same name who was convicted in the same case and sentenced to 10 years was released in 2018. Sikyong Penpa Tsering attended a virtual meeting with heads of the Bureau of Democracy, Human Rights and Labour from the State Department on Friday last week. Sikyong spoke about his vision and programs for bringing a resolution to the Sino-Tibet conflict and meeting the challenges faced by the Tibetan diaspora. Expressing his gratitude to the government of India and the United States, Sikyong urged for their continuous support. The meeting was attended by Acting Assistant Secretary Lisa Peterson, Acting Principal Deputy Secretary Scott Busby, Special Assistant Anton Jonginil, Stephanie Sandbeck, David Elber and Margaret Turley from the State Department. Sikyong Penpa Tsering launched Representative Tsewang Gyalpo Arya's book titled Harnessing the Dragon's Fume in Dharamshala on Monday this week. The book is a rebuttal to China's lies and propaganda on Tibet. During a modest book launch event that was held virtually, Sikyong Penpa Tsering highlighted the importance of such rebuttals to the false Chinese narrative on Tibet and lauded Representative Tsewang Gyalpo Arya for his constant efforts to present the truth of the situation inside Tibet, both in his capacity as an individual Tibetan and as a senior official of Central Tibetan Administration. Tsewang Gyalpo Arya serves as the representative of the Tokyo-based Office of Tibet of Central Tibetan Administration. In a move to better understand and cement a cordial relationship with various organizations, Sikyong Penpa Tsering on Thursday this week officially visited the Library of Tibetan Works and Archives based in Dharamshala. The visit is his first since being sworn in as a Sikyong of the 16th Kasha. Sikyong, accompanied by the Director of Library of Tibetan Works and Archives, Geshe Lagdor, and its General Secretary, Nawang Yeshi, visited the various departments of the library and met with its staff members. Calling the Library of Tibetan Works and Archives a pioneer institute in terms of preserving and promoting the Tibetan culture, language and religion, Sikyong noted the importance of documentation and archiving materials of historical importance. He further added that digitization of all archival materials and documents will prove to be essential and helpful in the long run. Speaking of his role as the Sikyong of the 16th Kasha, Sikyong Penpa Tsering said his administration is committed to resolving the Sino-Tibet conflict in compliance with the middle way approach envisioned by His Holiness the Dalai Lama. The Tibetan schools recorded the highest ever pass percentage of 99.81%, with 27 Tibetan students scoring 95% and above in the Central Board of Secondary Education that announced the AISSCE result on Friday last week. Of the 27 Sikyong scholarship recipients, 21 are from Tibetan Homes Foundation, Missouri, 2 from Samboda Tibetan School Mungod and 1 each from Tibetan Children's Village School Upper Dharamshala, TCV School Suja, TCV School Gopalpur and STS Bailakupi.
The percentage is 99.81%, that is the pass percentage, which has increased by 1.58% in comparison to the last year. In terms of average percentage also, the number has increased by 2.21%. That is, last year it was 76.20 and this year it is 78.41. All the students and their parents, their teachers have worked really very hard despite facing lots of challenges. The academic session was disrupted. Even then, they have come out with flying colors. So I take this opportunity to congratulate not only the students, but also their parents, their teachers, the staff members, and all the concerned stakeholders.
From the 16 Tibetan senior secondary schools, 1,060 out of 1,062 cleared the exam and 2 students were placed in the compartment category. Except for 2, rest of the 14 Tibetan schools produced cent% results this year with an average percentage of 78.41, which is better than last year's result by 2.21%. The Office of Tibet Geneva held a day-long workshop on Tibet and Central Tibetan administration for 55 Switzerland-based Tibetan children enrolled in the summer camp on Friday last week. The workshop covered a wide range of topics including Tibet's history, major political events, the current situation inside Tibet since China's illegal occupation, and the middle way approach. The objective of the summer camp is to bring Tibetan children together into a Tibetan-speaking environment and to make them more aware of their Tibetan roots. The summer camp for Tibetan children in Switzerland was organized by the Tibetan community of Switzerland and Liechtenstein from 27th July to 2nd of August 2021. So much for this week. See you next time and have a good weekend.